Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Jai
Hare,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear
Hare
devotees.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Today is Friday,
Krishna,
and it is Kushikesha Masa or Bhadra Masa,
Hare Krishna,
and it is Krishna Paksham Saptami Tithi. There are no Vaishnavas today, but tomorrow it is Shri Krishna Janmashtami, so we have been waiting for. So today it is the mood, developing the mood for tomorrow's festival. Okay, so tomorrow is fasting from until midnight. Yeah, apart from that, today there are no events. So we shall quickly move into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, so Maitreya Rishi is speaking to Vidura. So in response to Vidura's inquiries, so Maitreya is appreciating Vidura, and also he is mentioning about his birth, Vidura's birth, and how he is completely absorbed in Krishna consciousness. Naitat chitram tvai chattah bhadarayani virije gृहीतो ananya bhavena yat tvaya haririshwaraha. So because it is not very wonderful for you to become to the Krishna consciousness or a highly elevated devotee, because you have born out of the semen of Vyasadeva. So likewise, Maitreya started speaking about little bit of his pastimes, his birth. Because Maitreya also has heard about Vidura from Krishna. And also from Vyasadeva also. Maitreya is a friend of Vyasadeva, so he knows some of the pastimes about birth of Vidura as well. So today he is mentioning that, oh Vidura, so by the curse of Mandavya Muni, Yamadharma Raja, so that is yourself, Yamadharma Raja, he became like a Sudra, born out of a Sudra woman. So now, so by the son of Satyavati, that is Vyasdev, he has begotten yourself in the womb of kept wife of Vichitravirya. So likewise, Maitreya started speaking about his little bit of past tense, about his birth and who he was in his previous life. Okay, so that is, we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, chapter 5, verse number 20. माण्डव्यस्यापाद् भगवान् प्रजा संयमनो यमः भ्रातुः क्षेत्रे बुधिष्यायां जातः सत्यवती सुतात् Mandavya Bhagavan, Mandavya by the curse of great Rishi Mandavya Muni, Bhagavan Praja Samyamano Yamaha, Bhagavan. So this is addressing only to the Yamadharmaraja. Bhagavan Praja Samyamano Yamaha. Bhagavan is the greatly powerful. We have already said whenever Maitreya Rishi was initially addressed by Sukadeva Goswami as Bhagavan. So it is occasionally used for the great personalities. Here it is used for Yamadharmaraja. Bhagavan Praja Samyamano Yamaha, Praja Samyamanaha, the controller of death who has taken birth, Matchalokam or anywhere in this material world, in this universe. Praja Samyamanaha, one who is born, and Samyamanaha is the controller of death. Samyamanaha, Yamaha, known as Yamadharmaraja, Yamaraja. So Mandavya Shapat. So what has happened to Yamadharmaraja? So Mandavya Muni, he has cursed him, Yamadharmaraja. And Bratuhu Kshetre Bhujishyayam, Bratuhu Kshetre, Brathu of the brother, Kshetre Bhujishyayam, Kshetre in the wife, Bhujishyayam, the kept wife, Kshetre Bhujishyayam. So his brother, this is addressing towards the Vichitra Virya. Vichitra Virya married to Ambika, so two wives. And then whenever he married to princess, they also have got so many maid servants. So here the maid servant is Ambika's maid servant is who is here mentioned as Kshetra Budhishyayam. So in that woman, Jataha Satyavati Sutat, and you are born in the womb of that woman um, by the Satyavati Sutat, by the Vyasadev, who is the son of Satyavati. Satyavati is the mother of both Vichitravirya and Vyasadeva, Sutat by the son Vyasadeva. Okay, so likewise, Maitreya Muni is addressing Vidura. Mandavya Shapat Bhagavan Praja Samyamano Yamaham Bratuh Kshetre Budhishyayam Jataha Satyavati Sutat. The translation for this loka. I know that you are now Vidura due to the cursing of Mandavya Muni. And that formerly you were King Yamaraja, the great controller of living entities after their death. You were begotten by the son of Satyavati, Vyasadeva, in the kept wife of his brother. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Can you request Saranya Mataji to read the purport, please?
Hare Krishna. Mandavya Muni was a great sage, Bhagavatam 1.13.1, and Vidura was formerly the controlled Yamaraja who takes charge of the living entities after death. Birth, maintenance, and death are three conditional states of the living entities who are within the material world. As the appointed controller after death, Yamaraja once tried Mandavya Muni for his childhood profligacy and ordered him to be pierced with a lance. Mandavya, being angry at Yamaraja for awaiting him unique undue punishment, cursed him to become a Shudra, member of the less intelligent laborer class. Thus, Yamaraja took birth in the womb of the kept wife in Vichitravirya from the semen of Vichitravirya's brother, Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva is the son of Satyavati by the great sage Parasara. And Vichitravirya is the son of the same Satyavati by the great king Shantanu, the father of Bhishmadeva. This mysterious history of Vidura was known to Maitreya Muni because he happened to be the contemporary friend of Vyasadevas. In spite of Vidura's birth from the womb of a kept wife, because he had otherwise high parentage and great connection, he inherited the highest talent of becoming a great devotee of the Lord. To take birth in such a great family is understood to be an advantage of attaining devotional life. Vidura was given this chance due to his prestigious previous greatness. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji. So here, Mandavya Muni's pastime also be briefly described here. So he has cursed a Vidura in his previous. So just look into this one. Can you request Haima Mataji to read this translation and the purport, please?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Translation. Sri Sutta Goswami said, while traveling on a pilgrimage, Vidura received knowledge of the destination of the self from the great sage Maitreya and then returned to Hastinapur. He became well versed in the subject as he desired. Purport. Vidura, one of the prominent figures in the history of the Mahabharata, he was conceived by Vyasadeva in the womb of maid-servant of Ambika, mother of Maharaja Pandu. He is the incarnation of Yamraj being cursed by Manduka Muni. He was to become a Shudra. The story is narrated as follows. Once upon a time, the state police caught some thieves who had concealed themselves in the hermitage of Manduka Muni. The police constables, as usual, arrested all the thieves and Manduka Muni along with them. The magistrate specifically punished the Muni to death by being pierced with a lance. When he was just to be pierced, the news reached the king, and he at once stopped the act and consideration of his being a great Muni. The king personally begged the Muni's pardon for the mistake of his men, and the saint at once went to Yamraja, who prescribes the destiny of the living beings. Yamraj, being questioned by the Muni, replied that the Muni in his childhood pierced an ant with a sharpened straw, and for that reason he was put into difficulty. The Muni thought it was unwise on the part of Yamraja that he was punished for his childish innocence, and thus the Muni cursed Yamraja to become a Shudra, and this Shudra incarnation of Yamraj was known as Vidura, the Shudra brother of Dhritarashtra and Maharaj Pandu. But this Shudra son of the Kuru dynasty was equally treated by Bhishmadeva along with his other nephews, and in due course Vidura was married with a girl who was also born in the womb of a Shudrani by a Brahmana. Although Vidura did not inherit the property of his father, the brother of Bhishmadeva, still he was given sufficient state property by Dhritarashtra, the elder brother of Vidura. Vidura was very much attached to his elder brother, and all along he tried to guide him on the right path. During the fratricidal war of Kurukshetra, Vidura repeatedly implored his elder brother to do justice to the sons of Pandu. But Duryodhana did not like such interference by his uncle, and thus he practically insulted Vidura. This resulted in Vidura's leaving home for pilgrimage and taking instructions from Maitreya. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you, Mataji. So that is about the Vidra's pastime. So how Yamadharmaraja cursed by Mandavya Muni, and then he became like Vidra in this next line. Okay, so and here Yamadharmaraja who takes charge of the living entities after their death. Birth, maintenance, and death are three conditional states of the living entities who are within this material world. So this is everyone who takes birth, they have to die. Jatasya जातस्य ध्रुवो मृत्युः ध्रुवं जन्म मृतस्य च तस्मात् अपरिहार्यात् भिन्नत्वं शोचितुमर्हसि. So whoever takes birth, they will definitely have to die, and whoever dies, then they definitely have to take birth in this universe. This is Matyalokam. So here, birth and maintenance and death are three conditional states of living entities for within, and it is controlled by the Yamadharmaraja according to their activities. As the appointed controller after death, Yamaraja once tried Mandavya Muni for his childhood uh, uh, profligacy and ordered him to be pierced with a lance. This is what we have read. And then later on, he was cursed, and then he became a Sudra, that is Vidura. So even Yamadharmaraj is one of the 12 Mahajanas and devotees of the Lord and authorities. Okay, so that is up to this point. And then Vyasadeva is the son of the Satyavati by the great sage Parashara Muni. So here again, Vyasadeva, Vyasadeva's birth is also mysterious. So once upon a time, Parashara Muni was trying to cross a river. So during that time, the boat was driven by Satyavati. During that time, she was called Mashyagandhi. So because her body smells lots of fish, she was born out of the fish, and then she was called Mashyagandhi. So, but when she was moving, of course, because Mashyagandhi means no one would like to come nearer to that woman when the woman is just so much of bad smelly woman. So, but Parashar Muni was trying to cross that river, Ganges river. At the time, Satyavati was driving, taking him. But looking at that Parashar Muni, by auspicious signs of that moment, that time factor, it is all planets and the different the stars, everything is in auspicious positions. And understood that whoever takes birth at this point of time, it is none other than the supreme personality of Godhead. And then he asked Satyavati, so would you be uh, cooperating for this one, so to beget a child? Then Satyavati agreed that if I remain a virgin, then I'm happy for that one. And then she respected Parashar Muni, and then Parashar Muni, and also it should not be revealed to anyone as well. So as a woman, so she should be respected as well. So with his mystic powers, he had created an island in between that river, which cannot be revealed to anyone else. So there, the Satyavati gave birth to the Vyasadeva. And then Vyasadeva, as soon as the birth is given, he grown up very quickly. Um, and then he left to the forest for the austerities and penances, and mentioned to Satyavati that, Mother, so whenever you call me, I will come back to you. And then, so that is the birth of Vyasadeva. That's why, because he was born in the Dvipa island, he's also Dvaipayana. And because he has split the Vedas into multiple, one Veda into multiple, that's why he's called Vyasa. Veda, so Krishna Dvaipayana Vyasa. His name is Krishna. Krishna Dvaipayana Vyasa. So, and later on, Vyasadeva also studied from the Parashara Muni, and also during that time, this Maitri Rishi also joined Vyasadeva. So they both are friends. So Vyasadeva is the son of Satyavati by the great sage Parashara. And later on, Satyavati did not reveal that secret to anyone else. Later on, she has revealed to Bhishma Dev, because Vichitra Virya, he died without begetting a child in the womb of his wives, Ambika and Ambalika. So at the time, Satyavati mentions to Bhishma Dev in order to retain our dynasty, Kuru dynasty. At the time, Bhishma also agrees that yes, let us invite Vyasadeva so that he can help us. Then Vyasadeva begotten the child Dhritarashtra, Pandu, and then Vidura. Okay, so and then and Vichitravirya is son of the same Satyavati by the great king Shantanu, the father of Bhishma Deva. This mysterious history of Vidura was known to Maitreya Muni because he happened to be contemporary friend of Vyasadeva. In spite of Vidura's birth from the womb of a kept wife, because he had otherwise high parentage and a great connection, he inherited the highest talent of becoming a great devotee of the Lord. So he was already devotee, one of the 12 Mahajans. So the Yamadharma Raja only he speaks that about himself. I am also one of the authoritative, uh, and whatever they speak, it will be true, because they do not change their words. Whatever the Lord speaks, dharmam sakshat bhagat pranitam. So they will repeat the same instructions to the, so this unit wherever they go. Okay, so that is the about Yamadharmaraja. To take birth in such a great family is understood to be an advantage for attaining devotional life. Vidra was given this chance due to his previous greatness. Kuchinam Srimatam Gehe Yoga Brishto Abhichayate. So they will get. So here Yamadharma, even though he has fallen into this condition, Vidura, but still he retained himself as a devotee of the Lord. Okay, so that is from this purport. So here Maitri Rishi is speaking up to Vidura about his birth, mystery of his birth. मांडव्य शापाद भगवान प्रजा संयमनो यमः भ्रातुः क्षेत्रे भुजश्यायां जातः सत्यवती सुता. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam की है. Okay, we shall move to Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. Um, so today related to Sagar Maharaja. November 3rd, 1970, Bombay. Okay, can I request any unallocated devotee to read this letter, please?
Shall I read, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji, please.
My dear Sagar Maharaja, please accept my obeisances. I beg to thank you very much for your Bengali letter dated 16th October 1970. In Calcutta, the following inquiry should be made immediately. Madhavesha Maharaj wrote me a letter which is missing, that somebody is willing to pay to my book fund 11,000 rupees on my return to Calcutta. So please inquire from Madhavesha Maharaj if my immediate return to Calcutta will be helpful in this connection. If so, he can send me immediately a telegram and I shall go to Calcutta by plane. So for acceptance by my other disciple is concerned in the beginning there may be some inconvenience, but if your decision is to work with us without any reservation, then there will be no difficulty. When I come to Kolkata, this will be adjusted. Another thing is that since I have come to India, I have received many Hindi and Bengali letters. So, if you work as my Indian secretary, this will this it will be a great help to me. I shall be glad to know your decision in this matter. You have inquired from me about your future activities with our mission. Therefore, this is the first offer to you. I hope this will meet you in good health. Your ever Rulesha, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. You may take your points, Prabhuji.
Horrible proof. Yeah. This the point that draw my attention is Prabhupada is so passionate about his books and the book distribution. So if someone wanted to sponsor for the books, he is eager to come quickly as he can and collect the fund for the book. So and the other point is when we serve to Krishna, or when we serve to spread the Krishna consciousness movement or serve for this movement, we should be unconditional. We should just serve out of our passion and our love for Krishna. Haribol Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Any other comments, dear devotees, you wanted to add to this letter? Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. So here Prabhupada is mentioning just cooperation is the main thing. So that is for preaching and book distributions. Okay, the main point is that everything else is just administering the activities. Okay, this is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. And from the announcement's point of view, so today there are no events from our center perspective. And tomorrow morning we have got tomorrow evening Bhagavad Gita session. We have not got any allocations because devotees are engaged in the services, but still we continue with our regular program. But it will be a formal, but not a proper in the sense, not a particular subject. We continue discussing, like engaging the session tomorrow evening. Okay, so that is the updates from my side, and tomorrow morning we continue about Shri Brahma Samhita as usual. And the devotees, if you have got any other updates or you want to share anything from your side or temple services or any updates or events, or you wanted to ask or you wanted to share, kindly ask or kindly share. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
This there was volunteer and then 2 family member. It's not like under 80 anybody you can take with, and that this was we got the letter.
Yes, Mataji, we got the information as well.
Yeah, so it's not just 18
Yeah, yeah.
under 80.
Haribo.
So anyway, yeah, but it's the same car. So I thought,
Yeah, that was
yeah, before you were mentioning that only under 18 or something, so I thought just to clear.
Thank you, Mataji. So any voluntary can take anyone.
Yeah, only 2 family members, but the same car. Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji. Any other updates, dear devotees? Okay. So if there are no further updates, then we shall conclude and continue with further japa. वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो
Apane
वैष्णवेभ्यो
Jai Sri Prabhupada.
Krishna conscious day, everyone.